So back when dinosaurs ruled the earth, it was very easy to just run an ad on Facebook, Instagram, or wherever, and just essentially say, hey, you got this problem, it's causing this pain, and I'm gonna solve it right now. Let's go, click this link, let's be on our way. Or even if it was a longer form piece of copy, you could even just get away with pain, problem, solution. That doesn't work anymore. And I'm going to go into that in this video. We're going to go over why the normal copywriting formula isn't working anymore. We're going to talk about what triggers you can actually use to start getting people to pay attention to your ads again and stop ignoring them. And 3, actually build a ton of trust in the process so that these people will actually convert a lot better down the line. So let's jump right into it. So the primary issue that we have here is mainly that people are just used to seeing ads now. And since people are used to seeing ads, they glaze over. It's not that they're looking at their feeds less. They're probably looking at their feeds more. We're using social media more than ever. It's more about how we present that. We need to meet our potential customers where they are. Specifically, they are on their phone, scrolling through social media, maybe getting interrupted by something that will get them to sign up for a service, book a call, or buy some product. And they are getting hit with a stream of ads every day, all the time, constantly. Constantly. And everybody is just doing exactly what I just said. They're doing the same thing with ad copy that they have been doing for a decade, which is pain, problem, buy this thing, or problem, pain, buy this thing. Meaning, hey, do you have this problem? Is it making you feel like XYZ? Okay, then we have a unique solution to fix this problem, right? So like that's essentially the basics of ad copy. It doesn't work anymore because now people are just glazing over all of these stuff and they just assume everybody's a scam. But there are things that you can do, and a new ad copy formula that I have devised and tested and that really works well that I'm going to share with you today to just fix this problem. We can get in front of people more often. The algorithm will love us. And we'll convert people better because they'll sort of trust us right from the beginning because we meet them where they are. We acknowledge where they're at. So before, where you might have seen ad copy that just mostly sells the thing, now we have more of a conversation with these people. So let me show you what I mean here. So if we go and we take the normal sort of ad copy that you would see, it would be something like this, right? Problem, right? And so that problem would be something along the lines of, are you struggling with, sell a paperclip, that's fun. Why not? Let's sell a paperclip. Are you struggling with disorganized paperwork that flies around your desk everywhere? And then we would move to pain, right? So what kind of pain does that cause? If you're anything like me, that makes you feel frustrated and upset. And then we would move to like unique solution here. That's why we invented paper clips. To keep you organized in a minimalist way. And then we would say like after state, right? Like this is the emotional after state. So you can feel confident, organized, and stress-free during your workday. Buy them here, right? And then we might have a link. So this is how we would normally go about creating old school ad copy based on problem, pain, solution, right? PPS, right? And then, you know, obviously there's the unique solution and the after state, and then there's a CTA, but this is basically what it is. So what do we need to do now? We need to work in some sort of acknowledgement that meets people where they are. So what a new version of this would look like, it would be similar, but essentially, let me sort of spell it out here for you. It would be problem, recognition. Instead of pain, we would go to recognition, then pain, and I'm gonna explain what all of this is. Solution, acknowledgement, after state, and then call to action with downplay. And I'm going to explain what all this is. This is the new frontier. So whereas this was working before, and now is seeming too rote to everybody, this is what works now. Problem, recognition, pain, solution, acknowledgement, after state, call to action. So problem is similar because we still want to catch people's attention. So we're still going to like hit them with the problem because this helps with empathy. We can stop people in their tracks with empathy. You can also try other hooks on top of this. by calling out your avatar, hey, coaches and consultants, or hey, disorganized workers. It's a little corny, but honestly, sometimes the corny stuff works with emojis because really you got to stop people's thumbs in the timeline. Like that's the most important thing at the beginning. But we'll start with the problem, okay? So are you struggling with disorganized paperwork that flies around everywhere? So we would still have that in there, right? Ideally, it'd be something a little better, more creative than that. But if we're just working just on paper clips as our example. Then recognition. So this is where things get really different. We need to recognize that people see a lot of ads for a lot of stuff and probably a lot of other paperclip ads because the targeting is so good these days. How do we stick out? And this recognition is simply a statement that helps people understand that you understand them. And what that means is something along the lines of, I know I am one of 76 paperclip ads you've seen today. And I know we all seem the same, but hear me out. You see where I'm going with this? It meets people where they are. It shows personality, it shows empathy, and it just automatically makes the brand seem more relatable and cool and fresh. And that's gonna keep people reading and then watching the video if there's a video, or clicking the link if there's a link. There should be a link, right? So that recognition is really important. Then we can go into the pain, right? Because we still need to dig into the emotional resonance of the different things that we're talking about here. So if we go back to here, we have this pain. If you're anything like me, that makes you feel frustrated and upset. So we're gonna copy and paste that over because we're still gonna use that here. For anything like me, this crazy disorganization makes you feel frustrated and upset. Not the world's best copy, but you see where I'm going with this structure. And then you have the solution. So the solution here, again, very similar. That's why we invented paper clips, to keep you organized in a minimalist way. That stays the same. But then we move on to the acknowledgement stage. And this is where, once again, we meet people where they are. You could say, again, I know there's a lot of paperclip brands out there. For example, that's one thing that you might be trying to say. But really, you're trying to say, I know there's a lot of ways that people tell you that they can solve this problem. That's what we're trying to say. I know you have a lot of options when it comes to organizing your desk and even organizing your life, but we really have something special here. So we're meeting people where they are. Then we have the emotional after state, which we had here, so you can feel confident, organized, stress-free during your workday. So we've got that there. And then call to action with downplay. So we have a normal call to action. If you're interested in reorganizing your life as well and decreasing your stress by a few crucial percentage points every day, you really should give paper clips a shot. So we have the call to action here. Click the link below to learn more about this incredible invention. I wonder who invented paper clips. ChatGPT, who invented paper clips?
The paperclip was invented by Johan Valler, a Norwegian inventor in the late 1890s. However, paperclips similar to the ones we use today were later developed and popularized by other inventors.
Learn something new every day. Okay, so now we need to have the downplay. And the downplay, it sort of takes the edge off the call to action. It's like, oh, I know at the end you're kind of selling me, and I've sort of forgotten what we talked about and the recognition and all this stuff that we've done before. But we want to make sure to bring back that coolness, that cool vibe that we have. So the downplay simply means adding a line like, I know you're busy and there's a lot of noise in your feeds right now, but trust me, this is worth your time. And what it does is it sort of downplays the idea that we're just trying to, at the end of the day, just sell this thing, right? It makes us feel just a little bit more cool, if that makes sense. If you're in B2B, you really got to start using this right away, because that B2B audience is used to being surrounded by marketing all the time, even more. And so you've got to use copy like this in your ads, but also like in your video ads as well, because the audience is just way more savvy these days. So you have to start meeting them where they are with this, but you need to start using it in B2C too. It's crucial to at the very least test and see if you can get conversions up, because this kind of copy is going to give you better leads, better customers at a cheaper price. And that's really what we're looking for. That's all I got for you today. I'll see you in the next video.